My experience anecdotally has been that listings fall generally, and the proportion of good quality listings falls in a buyer's market, right? So that's the first thing. But secondly, and I did do some analysis on this some time ago. We had this sort of hypothesis in Balmain, so in like a good deeds local area hypothesis, if you like, which was that family homes with north-facing gardens turn over less often than family homes with other aspects.
Yep.
And we can see that properties that have that almost perfect, and whether the owners are conscious in their decision to keep those properties and never turn them over, or whether it's an unconscious thing. I suspect unconscious, to be honest. I suspect that just homes that are great in every respect, and that's one big one of them, you don't have this sort of sense of unease or discontent or whatever, and so you don't feel like you really want to improve upon it, and so therefore they don't come on the market that often. So that I have a suspicion that good streets turn over less often, and houses and best houses turn over less often. Can that be proven?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah. It's nodding because I have done that analysis before of the main street. So one of the things that the government categorises every street. So it's a code called a transport classification code. Nerding out here. 301's a freeway, 302's a highway, 303's a main feeder road, 304 and 305. So it's a way to categorise what is a main road or a feeder road. And I've done this quite a few times, and typically you will find that there's more turnover. Units are higher turnover, we know that. But houses on main roads have been more turnover because typically people get sick of the traffic, get sick of the noise. So that they do turn over. So of the studies I've done, and I have done this over the last 20 years, I think I've done it 2 or 3 times, and it was definite that the main roads, and in a boom times, it's a great time to flog a main road property. You've got buyers who are just crowded out.
The reality is that's what makes it the best street, because once people are in that street, they live there longer. I mean, properties are turnovering less anyway. We're all living in our homes for longer because can't afford to upgrade. You've got to pay stamp duty. The gap to buy the next house is just too big, so you get stuck in the house that you're in now. But then you find that even the better streets will have a lower turnover rate, which is even lower when times aren't great to sell, because people are like, well, why would I sell this great property right now? I'm not going to get a premium price. It's a pretty good place to live. Why don't I just stay here? And so I think that's the irony, is that absolutely in the booms, people can't get the best streets, because to get the best streets and the best property, you've got to pay overs. And you've got to pay well above the market because someone else is, going to pay overs in a boom. So you have to make compromises. But when it's a downturn, you're less likely to get the good stuff because it's less likely to come on the market. So it's just sort of catch-22 both ways, right? It's just very difficult to get the best properties in the suburb, no matter what the market is.